Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wheel, and I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly local actual play group. We are very excited for our show here tonight. This is something of a surprise season finale for us. Where we are going to be playing we're going to be playing Cyberpunk Red tonight, and we are very excited to do so because as of right now, the game isn't out yet. We got our hands on an early copy thanks to our friends at R. Talsorian Games, and we know that this is one of the most hotly anticipated tabletop RPGs that's coming out this year. So the fact that we're getting to play a full version of it early is something that we are all very, very excited about. You may remember that last year we played Cyberpunk Red, the Jumpstart kit, and we're going to be bringing forth some of those characters in various forms. From the start, we had said that we were going to kind of view the Cyberpunk Jumpstart kit as sort of a pilot episode, and oftentimes things change between pilot episodes and main series. Just repeat to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax. Don't worry about the details. Some of the details will be the same. Some of them will be different. Cyberpunk Red is set in the dark future of 2045. It is a sort of a sandwich game between the original Cyberpunk 2020 that came out in the late 80s, early 90s, and the video game Cyberpunk 2077, which is due out in mid-November, which many of us are very excited to play. So we're going to be telling a story in that same setting, in the sort of space in between the original RPG and the video game. And we are all very excited to do it. So I wanted to kind of jump into the story, but I still want to introduce our crew here. So what I want from everybody to do is tell us your name, who you are, your character's name, what role they fit, since there are different roles in the Cyberpunk universe, and in honor of the patron saint of Cyberpunk 2077, tell me what your favorite Keanu Reeves movie is. Tawny is definitely regretting going first.
Tawny's not gonna be able to do this.
Hi, hello, it's me. I'm Tawny P. Thompson. I'm an actor, fight choreographer, and voiceover voice here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am my pronouns are she, hers, please. I am playing Winger, the solo. And I'm really excited to bring Winger back, and I dug way too far into her storyline, and there's so many things in my head.
Tawny is not the type of player who is like, I'm just gonna pick a thing and go. Like, she is definitely a I need to crash my vast internal monologue player.
My characters take on a mind of their own, and then they just run with them, and then they exist. My favorite Keanu Reeves movie, I guess The Matrix.
That is a movie that Keanu Reeves is in.
It is a movie that Keanu Reeves.
I would recommend.
I really like The Matrix.
I would recommend to you also maybe Speed, because it has Sandra Bullock in it, and I know
it should be on my list. So the Matrix.
Okay, good. The Matrix. Good choice. Yeah. Sorry for springing that.
Me on the spot.
I really did. I'm so sorry. Let's go to our next mind player.
Hi, I'm Ethan Eichset Anderson. I'm playing Boost McCoy, the Nomad. And so a little bit about the character, or just straight in the movie? I can't remember anymore. Tawny took so long.
That's fine. Just go right to the movie.
Okay, I'm gonna go with John Wick.
Solid choice.
Yeah. I seem to enjoy his movies better when he talks less. I don't know.
He's a
great physical actor.
He's a phenomenal physical actor.
He's actually really good at physicality.
Like not every actor has to do everything amazingly, and what he does very, very well. So
That's true.
No shade. Let's go to our next mind player.
Hello, I am Danielle Bryn. I am an actor, voice actor, and writer who now is based out of Atlanta. I'm playing Tracy Track Marks, the medtech. Let's see. I love the John Wick movies. I think 3 was my favorite because of the dog assassins, but I might say The Lake House, and I'm going to get a lot of shit for that.
True story. The first time I watched that, I had 103-degree fever, and it was Valentine's Day, and I was at Jordan's house when we were in high school.
You know what? It's fine. Just roast me. It's fine.
I am not going to judge anybody's movie taste because people like what they like.
Yeah.
So, and you were able to name one relatively quickly as opposed to like vamping and being like,
Oh, you mean because I watched it a month ago?
Fair enough. Yeah. Let's go to our next mind player.
Hi, I'm Sarah Babe, she, her, or they, them, please. And you may know me from such podcasts as Plot Points, Encounter Party, or Romancing the Game.
Hey, I forgot about Romancing the Game.
It's all right. I am playing Stux, who is the Netrunner and also Winger's sister. And
Twinsies.
yeah, holla. My favorite Keanu Reeves movie for the moment, because it does change quite often for me, Toy Story 4.
Okay.
Yeah, he played Duke Kaboom.
Yeah.
in
Canadian action star.
Right.
It's
who
pretty...
I believe is currently, like, I think Evel Knievel is actually suing them right now.
It sounds about right.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been dead for like 100 years. Get over
his,
it.
like,
Still get the state.
But...
He hasn't been dead
still.
for that long. Oh god, now I gotta look it up.
use the grid. Let's go to our next mind player.
Hello, I'm Tony Cheek, he, him. I am playing Jack Pulse, a rocker boy. And my favorite Keanu Reeves movie, runner-up, is probably Point Break, but the winner has got to be Bill and Ted.
Legit.
Bill and Ted. My choice. So my top choice is John Wick, because I think that it really focused on his physicality, and it's such a great, like, wow, you've been this badass all this time. I didn't even know, even though you were in the Matrix. But
he trained so hard for that movie. I've watched documentaries on it. It's ridiculous.
I'm also going to throw out an argument, even though he's not necessarily the best thing in it, for Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Ooh, good point. Good point.
I really like. Okay, okay. So wait a minute, Danielle. You were like,
you
don't
can
judge
say
me by
Lake
movie,
House, and you're going to judge him for Dracula?
Yeah.
Super judge. Like,
come on,
you had
what are you thinking?
so much Judge Judy face in your face. So I think it is. I think
Lake House is great. Dracula.
I think Bram Stoker's Dracula is a visually stunning movie.
I've seen it.
I'm not explaining. I don't have to justify to you.
No, I'm talking to Sarah and said I have seen it.
Okay. I think Bram Stoker's Dracula is visually stunning. I think that there are a lot of really interesting performances in it. I'm a particular fan of Tom Waits as Renfield. And even though Keanu Reeves gets a lot of shit for his British accent, having watched it recently, there is a lot of accent in that movie. Like, everybody is like,
yeah, howdy y'all.
So you're like, hire a fucking voice coach, please. God damn.
Right, like it seemed like Coppola was like, well, I could hire a voice coach, or I could spend more money on that really weird red suit of armor for Dracula. I'm gonna go do that.
Can I do my Francis Ford Coppola voice?
Okay.
Sure.
Hello, I'm Francis Ford Coppola, and I believe you should act like this. I have no idea what he actually sounds like, but
that is a very weird, specific.
It's weird that you'd ask to do an impersonation of someone you've never heard.
That's what he is in my head. I don't know why.
It's very I can see it, because like he was out of that class of like
Mid-Atlantic.
Well, no, like
Accent.
USC, like because that sounds a little bit like George Lucas. It sounds a little bit like Steven Spielberg, and they were all in that.
Yeah, so it's like the I'd
True.
like you to
So,
do
all right.
this thing here, please.
So-
Thank you.
Now that Sarah has chosen Francis Ford Coppola as her character voice, we can
Please no.
get into the story. Let's get right into the action.
Right.
I want everybody to make a body roll. So the way that this game works is no. So for those who are listening on podcasts, Sarah just busted out one of her '90s rave moves.
It was great.
Which I can't believe she didn't do that for Things in the Flood. So you're gonna roll a D10 and add it to your body score, and tell me what you get.
Do we have a score that's just body?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh Lord, sorry, I was looking over in the big graph instead of the small section. I'm a dumbass.
I got to 10.
I also got the 10.
And add it to the body.
Yes.
16. I don't have enough fingers.
Let me lend you a few.
What'd you get, Tony?
I got 18.
Okay.
Fuck off.
I got a 10 and my body is 8.
Actually, I think you got weirdly the two of you have like very similar stats. I think you ended up pulling from the same stat line, so it's weird. Anyway, all right. So 18, Jack. That means that you're the first one to come to.
Uh-oh.
You had gone to a tech shop called Destronics. You and the rest of the crew had gone there to do a little shopping, pick up some new drivers, tech pieces, whatever you feel like your character would need to go out and shopping. And Dez is known for being one of the best tech guys in this section of Night City. It's a nondescript storefront on the street with a plastic seal with a display window with various tech bits. He's very good at extending these pieces beyond their original lifespan. He's kept stuff that first came out in 2020 running, for 25 years, and that's ridiculous. So he's one of the best in the city. So when his shop exploded, it was something of a shock. So you are picking yourself up off of the ground as plastic pieces and bits of heated metal are plinking down on you, and you don't know what happened. You were talking with Winger about something, and then there was an explosion, and now you're the first one to kind of pick yourself up and see that the store is burning. Your head is pounding.
Yeah, I think he picks himself up and he's like looking around in like a daze, just trying to like collect himself, figure out what happened. And as he starts to like assess and be like, oh my God, that's when he starts to like dig for his friends. And so he's looking for probably first Winger. It's probably like,
okay.
Because that's who he was talking to. So.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Okay.
So, in this game, when you want to do something, you take your stat, you add your skill, and then you roll a d10 and add that. So so if you have your perception set up on your character sheet.
Yeah, my perception with my enhancement is 10.
Okay.
I'm not saying my base number, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's 10.
So go ahead and roll that d10 and tell me what your total is.
12.
Okay. So it's hard for you to notice anything out of the because you're coming out of being knocked down. Everything, there are bits and pieces of the shop that are on fire, but your panic instinct of I have to find Winger takes over, and you see her cyber arm kind of sticking out from being buried underneath one of the shelves and that got knocked over in the explosion. And even as you are pulling the shelf up to get her out, you hear her kind of as she rolls back into consciousness. So slight pause. Jack, describe what your character looks like.
So Jack Pulse is very Bowie inspired, but in White Duke. So he's got the slicked back hair. He's wearing like a very nice suit, a little dirty now given the explosion, but he's got like a nice trench coat, slick back hair. He's got mirrored glasses, and
what is the first piece of cyberware on you that people notice?
Probably, let's see. Probably my. Let me look up actually what it's called. I have it right here. Probably the tech hair.
Okay.
Because it can change colors. I imagine that's what people would notice first because it's probably the color would catch the eye.
Does your tech hair change on its own, or do you have to, or do you basically, is it programmed to like cycle through stuff, or do you have to like say, all right, I want red hair now, and then it goes?
Yeah, it's like that scene in Total Recall when that chick is doing her nails. He can just change to whatever color he feels appropriate.
Okay, so Winger, describe yourself as you scrabble out from underneath the store shelf.
Yeah, I think Winger definitely goes for a little more of like a I'm gonna fuck you up look. The leather jacket, just the no nonsense, but with a little bit of flair. She does the heavy makeup that she tries to make it look easy, but it definitely took her 2 hours that morning. And she's got a purple undershave, which I need a haircut right now, so y'all ain't getting that. I'm wearing a hat. And I think
my hood is just a costume piece.
And I think the first thing people normally notice is the golden Balboa cyber arm, which is on her left arm. And it's definitely like just a shiny gold.
That's now maybe a little smeared by soot and and charred pieces. So Winger, what do you do now that you are up?
I think the second she crawls out, she clocks Jack to make sure that he doesn't look too injured, and then instantly she's looking for Stux.
Okay. I want you to give me a perception roll as well too.
So my base on perception is an 8. I have rolled a 10, so 18.
Oh, so do you want to?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Other purple dice. Let's go.
Yeah. So pop it.
I rolled I rolled an 8 there, so that's a 18 and then an 8 bump.
26.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did the math for Tawny.
Well, I didn't know if we were adding it or if it was like a. Okay.
No, it's add.
Okay. Then 26. Yeah.
So, you're like, okay, where's Stux? And you see, as you're looking for Stux, you catch her, but you also see Dez, the owner of the shop, and he is trapped underneath what looks to be a wall safe, and he's not going to be able to get out of the store unless somebody with a massive golden cyber arm helps him.
Ugh, okay. How stuck does Stux look?
You can see that she's stirring.
Okay. I think then I'm talking at Stux, but I'm gonna go help Dez, and I'm like, Stux, you got to get up. You got to pull yourself out of this.
Yeah, 5 more minutes. Five.
Nope. No more minutes, Stux.
5.
No more minutes.
Guy, just go help.
5.
Just go help him. I'll help your sister.
Give me 5.
No more minute Stux. And then I start
Yeah,
digging
your
Des
minute.
out.
And I'm grabbing Stux's hand and I'm like, get up.
And Des grabs your non-cyber limb and is just like, thank you.
I got you, Des. We got this. Do I need to roll?
No.
Okay.
Because he dies.
No.
Des has wild spirally hair, and he's kind of got the like professor that doesn't really iron their clothes for like the whole semester sort of look going on.
I had a French professor like that.
Yeah. So he's got like a sweater vest and
Oh my God, it's Regis. Okay.
and he definitely looks befuddled as you pull him out. Boost, what are you doing as you wake up?
Probably digging off any materials that are around me and basically kind of trying to keep an eye out for anyone that isn't already up. Basically.
Okay. As you're looking around, you see that the window to the shop has been shattered. But more importantly, the El Komodo, your family ride, is gone.
Ooh. Someone boosted Boost.
Rude.
Oh damn.
Boost.
You done got self-verbed, son.
Okay, do I see any tracks or anything leading from where it was parked?
Well, if you're heading out outside, I need you to give me a. Let's see here. I want you to give me a. Where's my skill list?
Probably over in the skill list.
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I can be of help.
You are so helpful. You are
Very
amazingly helpful. I want you to give me an athletics check. So that's going to be dexterity plus athletics.
That would be a 9 with the 2 I rolled.
Okay.
Damn.
Ooh.
You
So
tried, though.
the only way that you're getting out of here without having to move there's another like there's a piece of ceiling that has burned and has collapsed into the door. The only way that you can get out into the street right now is if you go through the broken glass of the display window, but that might hurt you.
Yeah, I'm jumping straight through that window.
Okay. Okay, go. What is your body?
My body is 7.
Okay.
And then I do have my duster that gives me some armor, leather duster.
Okay. So you come out of the window and are looking around for tracks, and you see burnout, a tire burnout from the El Komodo that leads off into Night City somewhere. But you also see a discarded piece of weaponry. It is a metallic tube that you recognize as a Militech fire and forget rocket launcher. Track, what are you doing?
Okay, so here's the question. Am I with them already, or do I arrive on the scene as a med tech?
What do you think will bind you with the group more closely?
I think it's more compelling if I arrive on the scene as a med tech.
Okay. So then you arrive at the scene. I don't think so. In the world of Cyberpunk, there is the sort of like the top level organization that does this is called Trauma Team, and they basically have like they have a AV that like hovers in, and like people with armor jump out and like and basically grab whatever person is a subscriber to their service and pull them away. I don't think you're at that level.
Oh, no.
I think that like I wonder even if there's some sort of like I want to say there maybe there's like an app that's like Uber but for med techs, of like somebody was like, oh, this building blew up, we should probably call in a med tech and see what
Rabbit.
right, something like that. First aid or something. I don't know. Well, we can figure out what the actual app name is. So you come on this burning scene to see a nomad. Now, the nomads are people who are they're the folks who live outside of Night City and sort of the wastelands and the barren lands. You see a. Do you want to do the Spider-Man opening where you see him holding the rocket tube and you're kind of like, hey, what are you doing? Or do we want to skip past that part?
I'm fine with that.
Is that okay with you, Danielle?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. So I think we didn't establish that I have a motorcycle, but
you probably don't. Cars are actually fairly rare.
They're rare.
Because
Public transportation's amazing.
Well, the public transportation is good, but also like I was considering giving Winger a motorcycle. I'm like, how much is it? Oh, that many thousand of space bucks? Never mind then.
Winger ain't that rich.
So how would I be getting there? Just on foot?
Yeah, just on foot. Like I think you just kind of roll up, or even
Bicycle.
What if you? What's that?
Bicycle.
Yeah, like like I think
Call the midwife.
Yeah.
So I've got a little red like siren on the top of the bike.
Yeah. Well, I mean that also plays into the genre because Blade Runner had the rickshaws in Los Angeles and that kind of stuff. So maybe that's actually what it is you're on the bike and there's like a rickshaw element on the back of it. So that's where you can take patients if you need to like take them to a hospital.
Oh, that's true.
So you see this nomad holding a rocket launcher. What do you do?
Drops a weapon.
Did you see an El Camado roll past here?
Do you drop the weapon?
No.
You just kind of turn around like, did you see a thing?
Yeah.
So I take out a syringe. I wonder if I have like a glove that has syringes.
Sure. That sounds cyberpunky.
Yeah. So I pop a syringe out and I go, drops a weapon and we can talk.
You have a melee weapon. This is an empty rocket launcher.
Yes, what are you going to do? Hit me over the head with it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's going on?
I think. Oh,
Can we notice her at this point?
I'm here.
I think so.
I'm here to save you. Is anybody bleeding out? But I don't want to save you. If you're a person,
Yeah, they're inside the building.
Tech, Des is not looking good.
All right. So I climb over the rubble, and I get to, I guess, Winger, and I go, so what happened here?
Well, we were all in here, and then it fucking blew up. I don't know, man. All right, and then Des is not good.
No,
Des,
I'm okay.
Good. Des,
I'm okay.
You ain't good.
I don't.
Des.
Natalie, I'm
good.
fine.
You're bleeding from the neck. Stop moving. So I put my hand on his neck to hold the pressure. Actually, I put your hand, Winger's hand, on his neck to stop the pressure.
Oh, good. Yes. Thank you for this.
It's cold.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a moment. And I have a cybernetic eye that has special capabilities to read vitals. So
okay. Go ahead and give me a first aid roll here.
So he's bleeding?
Or actually, I think you have paramedic as one of your skills.
Yeah. I have perception. I do have paramedic. It says 6 in parentheses 7.
That means that your cyber eye gives you a bonus.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay.
So one of the house rules that I've established for our game is that if you name your cyberware, it is considered exceptional, which means that it generally gives you a bonus either in a skill or damage or something like that.
So I rolled a 2, so that's a 9 total.
Okay. Your diagnostic program is having trouble.
It's shorting out.
Well, like there's a lot of electromagnetic interference coming from the shop, which makes sense if it was chock full of electronics. There's a bunch of stuff that's melting and popping off.
So I think.
One thing you're fairly certain of, just from your knowledge of human biology, Des probably has a concussion.
Yeah. So it keeps shorting out, so I keep hitting myself in the face to try and make it work again. But I just go, never mind, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. And I pull out some sutures and I move her hand and I stitch up his neck. I say, so your brain probably got a nice big beating, so probably don't move unless you have to. Yeah?
Should I take a nap then?
No, don't fall asleep because you'll probably die.
Oh, that would be unfortunate.
Yes.
I can't die. I have to. I think they took it.
Took what?
My car.
Boost.
Oh,
shit.
They took that too?
So Rocket Launcher Boy is not the one who actually shot the rocket launcher?
No, he's with us.
No,
Yeah.
he's actually very nice once you get to know him.
He could have just said that in the first place.
He could have just been like, hey, what up? I'm nice.
Fair point and well made.
Winger, you've got human juice on your hand.
I know. I don't want to get it on my jacket. So.
Is anybody else injured?
Most of them have various like cuts, like superficial cuts and bruises. I don't like pulling this plot and being like, you're all actually messed up, because it's not fair. But you can definitely take some time to stitch people up and get some bandages on them. I have a favor to ask one of you. Can one of you go into the back room and see if the safe is okay?
Okay.
Well, you were under the safe, Des.
Was it open?
Was it open?
It was.
Yep, it was very open, Des.
Then they must have taken it.
What? Okay.
Oh my God, not it. That's awful.
What is it?
My car.
You know what? I've heard quite enough of you out of today. Okay.
What is what?
What is it?
The
What was
thing that
in
you think
the safe?
that.
Oh, they opened the safe?
Yeah.
Hey, Des.
And they took it.
Des, look me in the face. Des.
His eyes are like.
Des,
Yeah,
what was in the safe, Des?
It.
The Gibson.
like a guitar?
The Silverhand Gibson.
Is that some kind of special guitar?
Yes, it's very special. He gave it to me.
Who?
Who he?
Jack, you know what he's talking about.
Okay.
He's talking about Johnny Silverhand.
Oh, shit.
The famous rocker boy that defined what a rocker boy was in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that Des has apparently never told you before, but you think he's referring Johnny Silverhand at that period was known for playing Gibson guitars.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be like, Des, did you just say what I think you said?
I don't know. What did I just say?
Y'all, why are we worried about a piece of wood with some strings on it?
Do you have the Johnny Silverhand's guitar and you just lost it?
No.
Somebody stole it.
I had a Johnny Silverhand guitar and somebody stole it.
Who might that be, Des? Do you have any idea?
Probably somebody bad.
I wish I knew. But
Who else knew that you had one of Johnny Silverhand's guitars?
no one. I didn't tell anyone. If I was going to tell someone, you would have been the first because...
Did you have it on your system, Des?
Didn't you tell me?
Did you have it listed on your system somewhere, Des?
Can I check his system to see if he had it listed somewhere?
Sure, go ahead and give me an interface check.
Yay! I think that's where I'm good.
Because if someone hacked it and found out he had it.
Where is interface?
Interface is your roll skill, so it should be a 4.
Oh, roll, interface. Yeah, okay. Woo, 11.
It's not on a system. No, I wouldn't put information like that on a system where Stux could get at it.
Here we go, here we go. Do you have it insured?
Then the man knows you have it. And then the man will take it.
Thank you.
Oh, no?
Dex, do you happen to have any hard copies?
Of what?
Of your inventory?
No. I know I had it. That's all that mattered. He gave it to me himself.
When did this happen?
Before, obviously.
Well, a long time ago, I was a stagehand at a theater, and the guitar stopped, or the uplink between him and the guitar stopped working, and it was like an hour before a sold out show, and I grabbed it, I fixed it, it worked. He blew the doors off the show, and then afterwards, he gave it to me.
You're the hero of Coachella?
Is that what they're calling me?
Yeah! Everybody knows about you, man!
I don't.
I really wish they weren't calling you that, but they seem to be.
That seems to be what's happening. And I didn't tell a soul because, well,
everyone, this is
would want it.
This is the holy grail of rock. There's something of great value that has been taken today, and Boost's car, and we have to get it back.
Okay. Boost, you got any kind of trackers on that, whatever it is? Komodo?
You have a dragon?
Oh, boy.
It doesn't look like it. A homing tracker.
But that's like one that you can plant.
Yep. So no.
Track. You have a bit of information that probably can help here. That rocket launcher, there's only one night market in Night City that that could have come from.
So
I'll send you the details if you want to do that. So yeah. keep talking.
So I might be able to help you a little bit. Is that rocket launcher that is not this nomads, as we've come to find, can only be found in one particular Night City night market.
Do we know Track from before at all, or is
I don't think so.
I think we're going with the. Okay. This is where she joins the band play here.
Then I have to because it's in my backstory. Sorry, who are you, and why do we trust you?
She's someone who knows the night market. She can't be that bad. She also kind of
it's coming
like
through on chat.
Des.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but like that's kind of her job, though.
Right. But she's
My
still
name is
helped.
Tracy. I just saved your friend and put patches on all of you, and you're not dead. So if you don't trust me, there's something wrong with you.
I mean,
Oh.
that is your job.
Well, yes. Why do you think it's my job? I do it for the glamour? No.
Right, but that's how you get paid. We don't often trust people who do things for money.
You
Well,
don't trust
we-
me?
Do things for money.
We do, Boost, but she doesn't know that.
Well, I do now, and I suspected it anyways. But so here's the thing. This is a Salvation night market. It's run by a man who calls himself Reverend Maximilian Prophet. He's not an actual reverend. Yes, we know. We all hate him. However, you have to be able to get in with a secret marking, which none of you have. So
I'll just punch everyone. We'll get in anyhow.
that's probably not a very good idea. He has a lot of goonies.
She's actually quite good at punching.
That's a really
What?
good movie. It's an old one.
Oh boy, Stux.
What?
That's like hundreds of years old now.
I know.
Well, you can try and go in by yourselves if you really want. It's not advised, or you could let me lead you in for a small fee.
So you've got the mark? Is it like a tattoo? Is it cool? Can you show us? Is it on your butt?
I actually do have a light up tattoo system. So I can flash it wherever I want. So I can say, well, it can be on my butt if you really want, but I don't know you that well quite yet. So here.
Oh my gosh, is that a... Oh, that's a light system tattoo 3000 with an... You've got the special micro
My
LEDs.
sister's a little bit into tech. I don't know if you can tell. It's
Can I touch it?
interesting. No.
I mean,
You don't know where it's been, Stux.
Don't let it. She'll touch it, and then she'll want to smell it, and then she'll want to taste it. Just don't.
well,
Yeah.
it's inside my body, so you can't really get to it.
Well, I mean,
Well-
that's really easy. You just cut you open, then I can touch it.
Stux.
But that's...
Stux,
Oh.
sweetie.
That's...
Winger, if you don't
Okay.
want to pay, I'm happy to pay to get the guitar back.
No, Des. No. We'll get the thing back for it. Damn it. How much?
Hey, Rob, how much?
Yeah, like
What-
what's
So,
a
let-
decent-
we-
What do you got?
Just say 5.
Let's. Why don't we actually take a moment, this moment, to do our first act break, because that way we can skip over the I bid you 10 space bucks, but I want 15 space bucks, because that's not narratively important. So we will return to our second act at the Salvation Night Market for our Cyberpunk Red playthrough. We'll see you then. And welcome back to our second act of our Cyberpunk Red season finale. When we last left our Cyberpunks, they had picked up on the trail of the individuals that not only had shot a rocket launcher into the Destronic storefront, but had also stolen Dez's prized possession, which is a Gibson guitar given to him by legendary rocker boy Johnny Silverhand. And when we return from the break, the punks have made their way to the Salvation Night Market. Now, night markets are illegal street markets that crop up in the night city, where you can, if you know who to ask and you have enough money, you can buy almost anything. The Salvation Night Market is the creation of the Reverend Maximilian Prophet, and it is set up in an old yes, Stux?
I was
Oh,
You're on
you're
mute.
out.
So his name is Max Prophet?
Yes, I'm glad you figured that out.
Okay.
Like,
I
I'm
don't need
like, nobody's getting my very subtle joke. That's not subtle at all.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Um,
it. I got it.
I missed it.
It's okay.
so
I also missed it.
I picked up on it because I was writing it down.
It just maximum profit. Max Profit.
Maximilian Prophet.
Max Profit.
Night City is a strange combination of old and new. It in and of itself, it was actually a newer city that was built at the end of the 20th century. That was meant to be this sort of the city of the future. And as any city, it has had its ups and downs. Shortly after the city was built, there were wars between the corporations that helped create the city. The two big ones are Arasaka, which is based out of Japan, and Militech, which is a North American military industrial arms dealer corporation. And these the rivalry between these two mega corporations has both built up Night City and torn it down on multiple occasions. As far as it goes for the Salvation Night Market, it is based inside a cathedral, or I should say what was a cathedral. Before one of the corporate wars smashed it and rendered it unusable for its intended purpose. And so the Reverend Prophet has instead turned it into the headquarters of his operation, which, if you can imagine like an old style cathedral, except the front of it has crumbled, and you can hear the din of a street market as shopkeepers sell their wares, people argue about pricing, and it's popular enough that the market stalls have sort of spilled out of the front into the parking lot, like the insides of a squished jelly donut. And there are these sort of haphazard walking streets and aisleways as the vendors who are closer to the actual building tend to be the ones who are more favored by the Reverend Prophet, whereas the ones that are on the outskirts are either newer or they have not caught his eye yet. And you can see him on various screens where it seems like he took out the stained glass windows and replace them with these giant LCD screens of him, smiling and wordlessly giving these sermons. He is an older black man with silvery long hair, with
so he's Andre de Shields
or Shepherd Book.
Shepherd Book.
I would kind of, so the characterization that I'm going for is maybe Shepherd Book, but with mixed with the James Brown preacher character from the Blues Brothers.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Because he's wearing green robes and he has obvious gold cyber eyes, and most holy men have what's called a stole, which is kind of the scarf that goes around and hangs down in front, except his is made out of a long line of old credit cards.
That is classy.
and occasionally, like as you approach the outside, you can kind of hear the echoing boom of his speeches pouring out of the actual building, and you catch words like salvation and mission and savings and all.
Lady, you taking us to some kind of sermon?
Well, no, it's not. It's a market. However, it is run by, somebody who claims to be a man of God, and he can put his message out however he wants. So I don't know, just make sure he doesn't smite you.
Do you know if Salvation has their own, security service, like a Salvation Army or something?
He can try to smite whatever he wants. Ain't gonna work.
Earstucks, you have a question?
Oh, actually, this is actually Sarah asking Rob. I'm sorry. What kind of security do they have going on here? Like, are we talking cameras? Are we talking
Army?
Yeah.
Robots.
You see it looks like it's mostly physical security.
Okay.
You see
every
few stalls or so you see a solo who's got their arms folded with mirror shades on and like a beret with a stylized with a stylized symbol that I imagine it's like a P, except it's got the sort of the dollar sign strokes through it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're keeping an eye on the marketplace, and like occasionally when you see like, hey, no, that what are you trying to pull here, man? They'll kind of scuttle over and, is everything all right? Do I need to get the Reverend? No, it's all right. It's all right. That's what I thought. And then, the guard kind of walks back to where they're standing.
Okay, so easy to do, kind of. All right. How is there any interesting gear that Stux might feel needs to be hers?
Go ahead and give me a perception roll. Actually, everybody give me a perception roll, as long as we're busting out dice here. Okay, 5.
11.
11.
12.
12.
10.
I got a 20.
Damn, son.
All right. Nothing that you see really catches your eye, Stux.
Okay.
Jack, however, figures out where you see where the El Komodo is. And it is currently in a stall about midway towards the main building, and there is a for sale sign on it.
Oh no.
Okay, so I think what I do is I do one of those moves where I kind of like walk like I'm looking around, and like I have Boost next to me, but he's looking that way and I'm looking this way, and I just lean to him and I say, I found your car.
Would it be possible for me to get in it, just reverse into the stall, and then just drive through everyone out?
You could, but there are other people in the stall.
And you're gonna like fucking leave us all behind to go look for this guitar without you?
Well, one of my traits is that I want to hurt people that hurt me. So
they're in the stall alongside alongside the car. There are 4 women who are dressed in a coordinated enough way that you think that they are probably members of a gang.
Oh, motherfuckers.
Be careful not to touch anything without permission, because in this market, you can lose a hand.
Boost, you want me to rough people up?
should we first see what they're doing and then rough them up?
I mean, if you feel like talking at people, go for it. But
would I know who this gang is?
Go ahead and give me a Night City local expert roll.
Could we all do that?
Yeah, and anybody can do that. And tell me if you beat a 10.
Oh, yay! I got a 10.
Is that?
Got a 19.
I got a 10.
Where is that on this sheet, y'all?
That'll be.
It's under local expert.
There it is. Thank you. I'm a dumbass.
10 is my base, so.
18.
Okay.
14.
So, then you all recognize the gang. It is a girl biker gang called the Velvet Valkyries.
Ooh.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Can we join them?
Jack, you know that the leader of the gang is called Cece. And from what you can tell as you watch their setup, they basically are here to sell their services as a gang of like, do you want us to protect your shit? Do you want us to, fuck people up? So they've actually got a stall here. And it seems like your observation is that they seem to be their patter seems to kind of be something along the lines of, you know how badass we are? We took this car.
So I think
this obvious nomad mobile.
Is the second in command named Dee Dee?
And the third is Fifi?
No, the other gang members are Block, Spiller, Rowdy, and Flipper.
Who the fuck gets named Flipper?
If I know that her name is Cece, do I know her personally? Or do I just know of her?
What did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Y'all fucked.
I want to point out to y'all that I'm very good at interrogation.
I'm very good at talking.
I'm good. Okay at talking, but I'm really good at interrogation.
I'm gonna say that you know her more by reputation, but you may have talked to her like once or twice.
Would she know me by reputation at all, being a rocker boy? Or
so that's a very interesting question. Because one of the things, so every one of the characters has a role, and that is a number that sort of determines whether, how good they are at their thing. And everybody has the same starting role right now at 4. You start out with a 4, and that grows as you play the game. What's in the old Cyberpunk, it was kind of this weird skill that was also kind of not a skill, that like some classes really like focused on like, you roll this thing every time you want to do the thing. But in this version, the different roles have different things. So for example, Boost, his role rating determines the type of vehicle that he gets from his family. So that's why he has the El Komodo in the first place. Winger gets a combat awareness pool, which she basically gets to spend and customize how she wants her fights to go. So like, she can be like, I'm going to be more aggressive this fight, so I'm going to put my combat awareness in extra damage, or I want to be more defensive in this fight, and so on and so forth. The med tech gets access to the ability to do surgery, which helps with like critical injuries. They also get the ability to synthesize drugs. And they also have the ability to do cryogenics, which basically lets them like throw somebody in a quick cryogenic tanks to preserve them while we wheel them to the hospital because they just gotten shot in the face a bunch of times. The Netrunner has interface, which allows them to access the totally cool grid that all cyberpunk dystopias have. And as a rocker boy, Jack Pulse has charismatic
impact.
And it depends on whether or not that person is a fan, if they can ask them for a favor. So
what you're saying is Stux will do anything for Jack Pulse?
I didn't say that. What I want, but the way that I want to do, because the game is like, well, if they're a fan, they might do this thing. If they're not a fan, you have to spend time making them a fan. So what I want you to do right now, Tony, is give me a D10 roll and tell me if you roll a 4 or less.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so she is not a fan of yours.
Okay. Is she like not a fan, or is she like not a fan?
Not a fan.
I think she's just not a fan. I don't want this to be any more hostile than it already is. Like, because I get the sense from everybody that they're like, they took Boost's car. Shall we kill them now or kill her later?
Mm-hmm. So I'd actually like to approach Cece then.
Okay.
Well, hey there, behind him threateningly.
Of course,
like a couple feet back, just like.
Well, hey there, rocker boy. You need someone to ride with you out on tour?
Not in that hunk of junk. You guys stole that.
We acquired it.
And that's the vehicle you're trying to advertise yourselves with.
Why are you being
Interesting.
mean to them?
Why are you negging them? Why are you negging Boost's car? That's a nomad ride, Rocker Boy.
Yeah,
They don't give those up real easy.
They don't, but it's not the most impressive I've seen. I think you'd get a lot more attention with a different vehicle.
Can I touch it?
No?
I told you, unless you want to use a hand.
That's why I asked.
Hello, Cece. Good to see you.
Oh, hey, Track.
Oh, you two know each other.
Not really. How's business?
It's all right.
It's pretty shitty.
Can I try to stealth around during this conversation?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
While he's doing that, I'm just like talking to her about like business. Like, you could do a lot better with a better car. That car's not going to draw in the business that you're hoping for. I can tell you that right now. And that's just
I got an 18.
Keeping her distracted.
Okay. I am going to roll. Okay. So, Boost, you stealth around. You sneak around the back to where there's sort of like the flap between the like public showroom part of the stall and where they keep their stuff. And you see that one of the Valkyries is working on the hedgehog, or at least trying to figure out. Like, they got it off, and now they're like,
your car?
How does this work? Like, there's two of them, and they're kind of like arguing with each other. Like, I think that's the starter. Well, you get in. I don't want to get in this death trap. Well, I don't want to get in, but it's cool though. And so they're kind of mixed up in admiration for the hedgehog, which is this monocycle single. Like, basically, you sit inside the tire. And it rolls, it rolls in front of you. Admiration of it, but also kind of a fear of like, I don't understand how this thing works, even though I want to play with it.
They should call it the hamster, because it's a wheel. Yes.
That is how you die.
So,
is there a way to stealth kill?
Well, first you have to make sure nobody can see you.
Well,
yeah.
They're behind the curtain, right? Like.
So let's cut back to the front. So why is she your solo? Is that what this is? Why you keep throwing chill at me, huh?
We don't need to throw chill. You already got enough of it on your own.
If you're chilly, you should wear a jacket.
That is true. Well said.
Well, she's throwing chill, and you keep telling me what a POS this is. So, what's the deal, Rocker?
I'm trying to help you. I could take this vehicle off your hand and sell it for parts, and that would get much more value than you could have it on its own. It's a piece of junk. But if you're really looking to sell your services, there are much better vehicles to do that with.
So wait, you want to trade us a ride for the Nomad ride?
I could definitely trade you the money that I make off this piece of junk and its parts. For a little service fee, of course.
Cut back to Boost. You want to give me a... You're going to use... Are you using a weapon, or are you using...
Wolvers?
Okay.
What are those?
Wolverine claws.
Okay.
Yeah. Snick.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a melee weapon roll here.
$16.
Okay.
Now you just need to roll your snicked bub.
Are the off-brands called bubbers?
Bummers.
Saber-toothians, yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll damage on your wolvers.
Oh,
12.
Okay. You get up behind one of them and, put your hand over the mouth and shank, and the shank the wolvers into her. Go ahead and give me another stealth check.
17.
And that's when the other one turns around and is like, okay, fine, I'll flip you for the... and goes for the pistol on her on her belt.
Do I have time to attempt to Wolverine off an arm?
Yeah, if you want to make an attack at a -8, you can do that.
Damn it, the off-brand is the Milverine, you guys.
It's true, though.
I just thought of that. I had
proud
to.
of you.
Okay.
Proud of you.
So it's a -8?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that'll put me at 10.
Okay. Let me see here. Okay.
That's good.
They got a 15, so you're not going to be able to... that was after the -8?
Yep.
Okay.
That was after the -8.
Okay.
My whole goal is to try to prevent gunshots at this point.
But unfortunately,
Yep.
now I should note one of the attributes that everybody has is luck, and you can spend those points to add to a roll. So you would need to spend 6 luck to do this, and those refresh at the end of every, or at the beginning of every game. So is that what you want to do here?
Sure, let's burn that.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
So roll the
one shot.
The damage.
$13.
Okay. Shrunk. Now, the gun doesn't go off, but when your arm gets cut off, you're going to start screaming. And that's definitely what those of you in front start to hear is screaming coming from the back of the booth where the El Komodo is parked.
I think I just lean over and I just say, Track, I think you have a customer.
He probably lost his hand, like I told him.
That's when the Cobra Chrome very heavy pistol comes out of the pocket.
Oh, okay. So you draw down. Okay. I think this is a good time to roll for initiative.
What do we add to initiative?
I will get to that in just a moment.
Right next to Winger, I'll pull out my kawaii angry unicorn very heavy pistol. Because I want to look tough like my sister.
Does the barrel come out of the unicorn's mouth like it's barfing bullets?
Yes.
Or is it the
mine
horn?
just looks like C-3PO.
No, it's got the horn is the horn is the sight.
Nice.
And
or is it a bayonet?
No, it's the sight. Because it's like, got the nose and then you get the horn, so you get the sight. But it's like bright pink and like there's little charms coming off of the handle.
So initiative is your reflex plus 1d10.
Okay.
Reflex.
17.
It's an 11.
Oh. That's not the best, but it's not the worst.
So track is 11.
I'm 11 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. High five.
I got
Sucks.
18.
It's 11.
Winger is a
Oops.
17.
How are y'all getting such high scores? Like,
Because my reflexes are 10.
Yeah, same here.
oh,
Mine's
you guys
8.
have stuff that has 10?
Yeah, my reflex is 10.
Fuck. All of my stuff is like 5 and 6.
Jack, what did you roll?
17.
I also have some things that are like 3. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of 3s.
Human perception.
And
2.
2s.
All right. So, Boost, you go first. Then it's Winger and Jack. Then the Valkyries go. Then Track and Stux go. So, Boost, what are you doing?
silencing this screaming person with another claw attack.
Okay.
Wait, didn't you just get your arm cut off?
No, she did.
She did.
Oh, I thought that was you. Oh.
14.
Okay, that will hit. Now, because you're using a melee weapon, you actually get 2 swings with it.
Oh. Should I roll both swings and then both damage, or?
Well, you already rolled one, so roll the next one too.
That next one is 17.
Okay, you're gonna hit once.
Hit once. Ooh. 8.
Okay. So because I want to explain the way what's happening here is in an attack like this, the attacker basically rolls their melee skill, the defender rolls their melee skill, and whoever comes out on top is the one that gets to do the thing that they want to either get hit or not get hit. So the first roll, hold on, where are you? Now I need you. The first roll,
And I need you.
block, missed, and the second roll she hit. So in up close combat, you have the stopping power of the armor that they're wearing. So what was your damage roll for that hit?
8.
Okay, so she's going to take 6, which puts her at 19 damage, I believe. So she's still up, but you've got a couple of chunks carved out of her. So that means that Winger or Jack, you're up.
Can I clarify something real quick? I think I might have done my initiative wrong. I have initiative reaction with my combat awareness. Your reflexes are trained to respond instantly without thinking at the start of a firefight. Each point adds a +1 to initiative rolls made.
At the beginning of a fight, you get to choose where you put those points.
Okay. So that, so I have 4 points.
So basically, you split those points between those abilities.
Okay, I see.
So, like, you could put all 4 points into initiative, or you could put them into.
I don't want to do that. I would like to put 2 points into. You know what? Let's go 3 points into precision attack and 1 point. Nope. There's nowhere I can spend just 1 point.
Yeah,
okay.
there are a couple places.
Where? Spot weakness. Okay. I'll do spot weakness then, and 1 point in spot weakness and 3 points in precision attack. So
you're basically getting attack, a +1 to damage and a +1 to hit. Got it.
Yep. Perfect. So to hit, and I'm using my Cobra Chrome very heavy pistol from Stall 1 Technologies. I just rolled a 1.
I imagine that it is a replica of the Cobra pistol from the movie.
Oh yeah.
So go ahead and roll 1 and subtract.
That's a 9.
Ooh.
So that's a negative 10 from my
Dear-
plus 16. So 6. I rolled a 6. Plus 1 though, because I have a plus 1 for attack. So 7. Damn it. Purple dice, you failed me.
they were rolling hot for you during the life
purple
path.
Dice are coming out.
Francis Ford Coppola thinks they are absolutely terrible dice.
You will literally have to be a Patreon to get that joke. So here's what happens. You pull out your Cobretti and you're about to shoot it when you feel a pistol at the side of your head as one of the deacons of the Salvation Market is like, make a smart choice.
Ugh.
Can I, with my turn, use my Paladin Gentleman Cane Sword to knock his arm out of the way?
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's a called shot. So that's going to be a -8 to your roll.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I'll give it a shot. Okay. So what am I rolling?
1d10. You're adding it to your melee weapon skill.
Okay.
-8.
Okay. -8. Oh boy. Okay.
I believe in you.
I believe that we will win.
I got a 9.
Okay. You pull out your sword cane and point it at the deacon, just in time for him to pull out a second gun and point it at you.
Boy.
Okay.
I actually think Stux laughs.
I've seen this movie.
I have another
Duck,
plan.
Shut up.
I have another plan.
Funny.
But I have to wait till my next turn, but I have a plan.
Will it be funny if my head gets blown off, Stux?
No.
Will it be funny then?
Human juice is gross.
I think if y'all are having a dispute, I think it's time to see the Reverend.
They started it.
Oh, you idiots.
They started it?
They did start it.
Can I talk to the deacons?
Yeah.
Hello, deacon. Also, as a deacon, good to see you. I'm not a part
No,
of this.
it's just one deacon, but he's got 2 guns.
I think they're all named deacon.
Right. That's like
Yeah.
that's a title. That's not
Oh no, I thought that was going to be their title and their name. They're just
it's
deacon.
it's
Major,
one,
major.
half dozen other. Yeah.
But hello, deacon. Listen, I just want to let you know I'm not a part of this. I told them that they would get their hands cut off if they touched anything. So
Ain't touched nothing yet.
It's
didn't
all
do
right. These things happen. We just got to resolve them with the Reverend. So everybody, come on out. Yeah, even you, bleeding lady, come on. And like the one that you yeah.
I lean over and go, nice job, Boost.
So the deacon leads you into the church where the deacon has the Reverend Prophet has set his office up on the where the altar would be located, except it's basically been built up so that there are televisions that are facing in, and they each are showing different images of the Reverend as he walks through the crowd and talks.
Gross. They hate it.
I told you he's not even a real reverend.
I have been told by my brother deacon that you have brought violence upon my house. What is the purpose of this? And I think there's a brief moment where everybody is like, let me tell you my story. And then he's like, that's silence. Does anybody have the skill, or what is everybody's cool rating?
I am a 9.
10.
Ooh. Stux is cooler than me?
I also have a 9. How is Stux cooler than me?
I think people like the fact that she just kind of gives zero fucks. Like, Unicorn Missy.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, what's up?
What's going on here?
Oh, see, this is my buddy Boost. This is my sister. This is our friend. She repairs human juice, and we also have a Jack who's good at guitar stuff. And you see, we all got hit with the rocket thing, and then Dex was all hurt, but a nice lady, Track made Dex better. And then we realized that Boost's car was gone, and that happens to be Boost's van. So we found him here, and we were talking to the ladies, and then apparently the ladies got hurt.
Did you catch all that, Reverend?
Is this true? And he points to CC. I don't know anything about blowing up a building or anything. We acquired this vehicle from some associates of ours because they owed us for services rendered, and we figured that we could make a profit by selling a Nomad vehicle.
Liar, liar, pants on fire!
No, so that's actually a reasonable train of thought.
I don't know. We made it over here pretty damn quick for them to have made some kind of transaction for
We were working on our own transaction till all hell broke loose.
How about this? How about you tell us where you got the damn thing? We'll call it even.
And you give us the van.
Yeah.
We got it from the Electro Bros.
They're so electric.
They sell you anything else?
No, just the car.
You sure about that?
Sure.
You want to give
Interrogation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that interrogation.
Is there a thing like an insight that I can roll?
13 on that.
That's what human perception is.
17?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Wait, how'd you get a plus 13?
Because I'm real cool and I have some extra points in interrogation.
Can I roll human perception?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oof. I got a 10.
Okay. So look. All right. You know what? Cece says, listen, I think it's very flattering that you want to step in my space here, but I'm not going to kiss you unless you buy me dinner.
Do it, buy her dinner.
But
Jack, shut the fuck up.
I'm not interested in. Hey,
I'm not interested in you.
Okay.
Well,
Deny your true
she
feelings.
doesn't want to date you.
Oh no, she's only interested in Lark, and Lark's not here right now.
Stux?
What?
Nope.
Oh.
Lady?
Wait. The singer, Lark?
Why do you know Lark?
Because she played the Cloud Club like maybe 3 months ago, and she has a very pretty voice.
Thank you.
You obviously don't know her very well. Them very well.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't.
Lark doesn't like. Anyhow, what do you know about Lark?
I just know that they have a very pretty voice. They're with you?
Yes.
Lark's family.
Well then, I'm sorry. I seriously thought you were flirting with me, but if you are with that creature, I can totally understand why you would be locked down.
Let's put it this way. You hear anything about Lark, you tell me.
Okay. I don't know anything about her. What I do know is that we have taken a pretty massive loss on this investment already. And she gestures to her the other two Valkyries, one of whom has a like I'm sure you did you fix them up, Track?
I kind of shot a cauterizer at it. It's I didn't really cared that much because
Right. You just were like, well, the Reverend will compensate you for.
I was just like, you need stop with the bleeding, and I just did a cauterizer.
Well, she gestures to the two gang members that Boost screwed up. One of them has a cauterizer on. The other one is probably in one of those portable cryo tanks, like, because of the shanking. I'm down to two girls. This thing has proven to be far too much trouble than it's worth. So y'all can have it back.
That's really nice of you. Thank you, Cece.
And if you want to know where the Electro Bros are hanging out, I am happy to tell you that as well, because they didn't tell me about any of this shit.
Oh,
so I'm just as upset about it as you are.
You want us to break something on them for you?
I'll break lots of things on him for you.
Well, before you start talking about breaking, you should know that they're running errands for someone that's got some money behind him.
So?
His name is Two Sons.
Would you like to elaborate, or are you just going to give us an interesting code name?
That's not a code name. That's what he uses on the albums he produces. You ever heard of Aquila Dunbar? I think he's behind Drum Pop 7.
Drum Pop 7.
And well, he made his name being the producer behind Cherry's Jubilee.
I am familiar, actually.
So
Doc,
they've been hanging out. They've been hanging out with him, and I think that. So, if you have questions for them about why they decided to flash your friend, I hope you're okay with heading up to Haywood, because that's where they hang their particular. That's where they hang their tats.
They're electro hats. Because they're Electro Bros. It's
well,
because
ladies and gentlemen, I can see that we have come to a peaceful resolution in our flaw here.
Peaceful resolution.
So, if I can have each and every one of you return once more to the market and engage in the glorious glories of capitalism, I would be most appreciative, because I have an important meeting in about 5 minutes.
Very happy to get out of your hair.
Amen.
On our way out, I would like to lean towards Cece and hand her a paper business card with my number on it, and just be like, "You hear about Lark? You let me know.
Yeah,
make it worth your while."
As I take the car out, I'm going to knock over as much of their shit as possible on the way out.
Legit.
Just back up, oops, back forward,
Yep.
oops,
Oh, sorry.
back up, oops.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The 17-point turn.
Yep.
Man, I've been there with my work van. That's rough.
And that is where we take our second break for our Cyberpunk adventure. We'll be back with the climax to our Silverhand Gibson event. So please join us then.
Yay!
And welcome back to our third act of Cyberpunk Red. This episode is called The Silverhand Gibson for obvious reasons. The punks are on the trail of a Gibson guitar that was given to a friend of theirs by the legendary rock star Johnny Silverhand, who is being played by Keanu Reeves in the Cyberpunk 2077 video game. So in a way, he is here with us playing. So
thanks, Keanu.
Thanks, Keanu.
In a way, Keanu's always with us.
He's breathtaking.
If you want to be physically with us, Keanu Reeves, you are completely invited to be.
Open invitation.
You can come meet our dogs, and we can have peanut butter and honey sandwiches, because I know you like
do
them.
it over Zoom, because
we're trying to get something together with AOC. So just call us. We'll figure something out. It's fine. So the punks have made their way to Haywood, which is one of the rich neighborhoods in Night City, because that is where the media producer Grayson Hudson, aka Two Sons, is located.
It was just well done, Rob. It made me do that.
Well, as I was writing this character, I'm like, okay, what is the most obnoxious name that I can think of?
Hey.
But here's the thing: I specifically went to the 20 popular names in for babies in 2020, and I
thought you were going to say in 2045.
Right. So I traveled to the future, I came back, and I calling him Two Sons just struck me as that's awful. So
oh no, it's wonderful.
So it was Grayson what?
Grayson Hudson.
Like Hudson
Does that
Hawk.
imply that a lot of people are really into Nightwing right now? Because I'm down with that.
I guess they wouldn't be at the time of his birth. It could be around 2020.
I specifically had him born in 2020.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he's got a one of those wide open space houses, and there's actually the main feature that you see as you sort of case the joint as best as you can is there's a pool on the second floor, and there's also a water feature that where it waterfalls down into the first floor.
Oh boy.
There was a hotel at Gen Con that did that one year.
I don't think that was on purpose.
No, it wasn't.
Damn.
All right. So you need to figure out what your plan of assault is here to get inside Two Sons Mansion, so that you can get the Silverhand Gibson back to Des.
Okay, I have an idea.
I'm probably going to agree with your idea.
Candygram for Mongo.
Not what I thought you were going to say, Stux.
What did you think she was going to say?
I thought she was going to say she was going to hack something, and then my ass was going to bust through something, and then we'd just do the thing that we do.
We can do that too.
Can we do both?
I mean,
Porque lo nostros.
oh boy.
So loud or quiet?
I don't do much quiet, but I mean
maybe quiet.
well,
We're in a very wealthy neighborhood. First of all, everything smells like
quiet.
lavender. I don't understand why, but
Lavender and lilacs.
I know it's like all the women have to have a lavender bath salt. Anyways, there's going to be quite a high amount of security. So if we go in and do anything, security will be here in about 2 seconds. And I'm not interested in going to jail today.
How
no,
good?
ain't no one going to jail.
Is that true, Rob? Is there security? A lot of security? Will it be here in 2 seconds?
Probably.
Yes.
Drones at
Okay.
least.
Yeah. What is his security looking
Hack
like?
the security system.
Physically, you don't see anything professional, but even from sort of the outside of the grounds, where because this is a walled, gated mansion.
Right.
You can see and hear the sounds of loud music and that bass thump, and that at the very least the Electra Bros are on site.
I would walk
Oh my gosh!
500 miles
No,
an
no, no,
hour.
no. How do we feel about being rent-a-strippers?
Rent
Do I look like a
strippers?
stripper to you, Stux?
No, but it takes all sorts. Why are you gonna body shame yourself?
Oh, I ain't body shaming. No one wants to see
Somebody
Muscles
does.
McGee Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I mean,
boy.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're the Electro Bros, so like, why wouldn't they want to see people get naked? And if we think they're very heterocentric, we could have the male presenting members of our group be the bodyguards to feed into their awful stereotypes.
Here's a thought.
So, what do we do when we get in there, though?
We take off our clothes?
Mm-mm.
You know, I'm going to say a hard pass on that one, but it was a very...
what
Kind of with
happened?
the new girl. I'm kind of with the new girl.
If you hacked into the security system, so shut it all down so it's not transmitting,
Ooh!
we then just roll up fast and as loud as we can, and maybe turn up their music also extremely loud that they're playing, and basically do a extremely loud stealth.
I mean, if you want to, make it easy, okay.
I'm good with that.
Is there a way to find the blueprints of this building and decipher which rooms are where?
How do I find it on the internet?
Well, that's definitely something that that Stux can do during a net run.
I want to
run some nets.
Gonna run on the net.
So what you want to do right now, Stux, is you want to take a scanner action.
Okay.
Which means you roll a d10 and you add it to your interface score to basically find out where, like, the physical area that you
need to plug into?
Yeah.
So kind of like plugging into a sewer line or something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And we can use luck to add to things, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so do I get to know what I'm aiming for before I tell you my number?
Hold on. Let's see here. I'm going to say, so basically for this roll, you for every, so it's a base of 10.
Okay.
And for every 5 past that, I will tell you another access point.
Would I add in my electronics and security tech to that?
Not for this action.
Not for that one. Okay. But if I wanted to spend like 3 luck points.
That you could do.
Okay.
And in rules as written, you're supposed to spend luck first, but I find that that's always, like, if you have a resource that's meant to, like, make you do cool stuff, it always strikes me as odd as, like, well, maybe I spend it and I don't do anything cool anyway. So I'm running it where you can do it after the fact.
So I will go ahead and spend 3 to make it a 10.
Okay.
So then
the main access point that you find is located in what is probably his bedroom on the 2nd floor.
Okay. So we'd have to get into the bedroom.
Right.
To access everything.
That you would get close enough that then you could start taking net actions to start hacking stuff.
Okay, so I need to get in the bedroom.
Maybe the stripper idea isn't the worst thing.
Well, you can also just take your 2 best sneaky people and go, go on the grounds and do it that way. But
is there? Oh, I could do it.
I'm just a disembodied narrator voice. I don't really.
We'll dress as strippers just in case the stealth doesn't work, because then we can be like,
stripper
surprise,
clothes sitting around in a bag somewhere on you right now.
Just like cut off your t-shirt a little bit.
What is your plan? It seems like the stripper thing is maybe going to happen.
Oh, God.
Or
honestly,
are you just going to? Well, so if I may, the 2 plans that have grown to prominence here are the Trojan stripper plan, or the send Stux in to get to the node quietly, and then she blots out everything and you lightning raid.
Yeah, I think for Jack, it's extremely important to get his hands on that guitar. So, he doesn't really care how they do it. He just wants to do it.
In all seriousness, Stuck sneaking in is probably going to be the better idea of the two, because it's going to put less of us in danger too.
How sneaky are you?
I have a 6 in sneak, and then that would be so that would be sneak plus
Do you
or
have
stealth, I should say.
an extremely long USB cable?
I don't.
You just
think
wait
so.
outside.
Right. Well, stealth. What is stealth paired with?
It's the
Dex.
Dex, yeah.
Dex. Okay, so I would have my Dex of 7 plus my stealth of 6.
Oh,
so
so
you
you're
got
actually
a
pretty
lot.
stealthy.
Oh, go do that. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, that makes sense
Could we
because
send someone with her though, who also sneaks?
I got stealth.
Okay.
Where is stealth?
Bottom of body
first
skills.
column. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I have 18.
Oh dang.
Fuck.
Yeah, you go with Stux,
Sorry.
and then
And we'll
we?
rush.
Yeah.
As soon as we hear things are down, we're just gonna charge.
I probably have like a glitter firework or something that comes out, or something.
Or an earpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
system.
that too.
Yeah.
Just plain old communication. That's a thing.
Well, the El Komodo actually has a like radio center, so that's one of the reasons why I chose that, so everybody can do the the leverage earpieces, and we're not like, do I have a radio? What's going on? Because that's always kind of a weird sticking point when we do heist adventures. Okay, so what that means is the target number for sneaking in, since nobody is like there's no tip off yet as far as like, oh, there's people coming for us.
Oh wait, I think I did this wrong. Do I add my Dex to my base? My base is just my base, right?
No, your base should
Dex
be
plus your level plus your stat.
Level plus stat, that would be 10. So I'm not at 18.
No,
correct.
mine's 11.
Mine's 13.
So it sounds like Stux and Boost are going to be the, and that makes more sense because you're the talky guy. You probably want to be ready to go if Plan B of
right.
Hello, I brought you some ladies.
Yes.
And it seems like Trax and Winger are your ladies. Like,
oh my god.
I mean,
Great.
You know,
Great.
I feel like Trax might be into some more, shall we say, specialty stuff, given her personality and general mood.
Oh, it's because I'm German, isn't it?
I am much better. I'm
100%.
moody, rash, and
yeah,
headstrong.
Trax is definitely the dominatrix.
Well, I get the feeling that
Incredibly
like
rude.
you're going to be, yes, I brought strippers, and as soon as anyone looks at them weird, Winger is punching somebody through a wall.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Well, this
And
one's
truth be
feisty.
told, this is actually not the worst plan y'all have ever come up with.
We've done worse.
That
Absolutely done worse.
that's really embarrassing.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I would like Boost and Stux to give me a stealth roll. Your target is going to be 12.
22.
21.
Damn.
Oh, so the right
Yeah.
people.
I rolled
So, yeah,
a 10. So
We cut to the bedroom side wall of the mansion, and you can hear the.
as we phase through the wall.
Well, no. You guys rolled well enough that I'm not going to make you roll like a like. I think you're like, okay, because Boost, you have like a grapple gun, right?
Yep.
So you're like, all right, I got my grapple gun, and like somebody has left like a ladder nearby. And you're just gonna like,
There's the
Oh,
window
no.
washers on break right now.
yeah.
Damn, I really wanted to lean over to Winger and be like, "Where does he get those wonderful toys?"
Oh, I was hoping for a Catherine Zeta-Jones like flipping through the
Lasers.
We'll do the next one.
Okay.
Don't worry. But I can't. I'm so sorry. You guys rolled really well on your self roll. Oh,
Right. Like, damn.
Cry.
Okay, so go ahead. Now what I want you to do, Sucks, is give me a... So there are a couple of different things you can do here.
Okay.
You can make a Pathfinder roll
Okay.
to basically see what the network architecture looks like.
And that's like 3.5, right?
Yes. So you're gonna roll like 15 different d20s. No. So
okay. I was like, is he making a Pathfinder?
he is. He absolutely was.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
So
if I have my Sia, which is shimmering silver magnifying glasses spinning in place, that increases all Pathfinder checks you make by +2 as long as this program remains rezzed.
Yep. So you plug in, and the cool blue glowing overlay of the grid appears on your virtuality goggles, and you put your hand in front of your face, and the magnifying glass reses up as you grip your hand around it. So go ahead and give me that roll. The difficulty value of this is going to be hold on a second. I actually have an answer for that. Because one of the things that they do in the main book that I really enjoy is they tell you like how hard is this going to be for your netrunner, like if you set it at this difficulty, like what sort of skill level is going to be challenging for them versus what sort of skill level is going to make them make it cry. So go ahead and give me a roll against a 6 here.
Okay, so what I'm rolling is
your interface plus a d10.
Does my res come into it at all?
Well, this adds to the so you're gonna add that to your Pathfinder roll. I'm sorry. So it's going to be interface +2 plus your d10.
Okay, interface +2 plus d10. Okay. Gotcha. Interface +2, 14.
Okay. It's a pretty simple architecture. Something else that they changed from the Jumpstart kit is that now there are branching paths within an architecture, so it's not just one, thing, bang, 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 bang. Though in this case, that's what it is because this is a house. It's not, you're not hacking into IBM or anything like that.
Right.
There is a. Hold on.
As a heads up, Rob, when you move your head, your mic rubs against your hood.
Okay. Thank you. Let me just. So, it looks like there are 6 different nodes.
Okay.
The first one is a password. The second one is a. It looks like the middle two, the next 2 are control nodes.
Okay.
There's another password. There looks to be some sort of security program, and then there is a file at the bottom of the architecture. The other thing you need to know is if you want to mess with Two Suns in a way that is permanent, you need to get to the root so that you can install a virus.
Do it.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because that sounds like fun.
So,
and also he's got a real dumb name.
I feel like when he started out as calling himself Two Suns, people were like, Tucson? Toucan? Are you what is going on here?
Oh yeah, that would be awful.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a backdoor action. The difficulty value of this is 11.
Okay, so with I have a worm booster program that gives me plus.
It's a 10. My mistake.
Okay, so it gives me a +2 to all of my backdoor as long as this program is rezzed. So I will use the worm program, and then it's interface +2 plus the D10.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm aiming for a 10? Okay. 10.
Okay. So the worm wriggles out from your deck and curls around the sort of like lock icon that hovers in front of the access point that you're at. Its tail wriggles its way into the padlock lock and as you make your way into the architecture. So the first level is the node for the sort of like the surveillance cameras. The second level is the node for the stereo system.
Okay.
So which one do you want to break into first?
First the security cameras, please.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a control roll of a target of 8.
Okay, so the control roll, that's just going to be, that's kind of like saying it's the backdoor roll?
No, this is a specific action called control.
So it's a specific skill, or is it just still doing the interface and...
It's still interface plus D10. You probably don't have a program that lets you
Gotcha. Okay, all right. 10, 4. I got an 11.
Okay. So you make your way through the winding architecture and you find the security camera icon. You reach your hand to it. There's a brief flash of light, and then you feel it as you basically you pass your hand through it once, and then you pass your hand through it again, and you're actually able to grab the icon. So what are you looking for inside the...
I think for the security camera, I'm looking to loop the footage as best I can.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's anybody that is monitoring it.
Okay. I'll still just loop the footage, so if somebody looks, they see something happening.
That's fine.
Because it's going to be a bigger red flag if it just all goes down.
Okay. The majority you see what looks to be two suns, and the rest of the Electro Bros are sort of partying in the living room of the mansion.
Do any of the cameras show the guitar around at all?
Yes, there is on the second floor of the mansion in what probably was a bedroom at some point. There is what looks to be like a very tiny museum.
Okay.
And you see...
Oh, he's that kind of creep.
And you see, in addition to the guitar, you see the... Let's see, what else does he have? Where is he? Oh, you see a piano, and you see a an easy chair, and a couple of a display case with a couple of other smaller items.
I'll radio to everybody. Guitars on second floor. They're all partying on the first.
I need that guitar.
The west bedroom or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll out.
Yep. Security cameras are looped. They won't see you.
Wonderful. So we'll all just go up the ladders that was conveniently there. Yes.
Do we want to try to turn up very slowly turn up the volume on the music downstairs?
I could do that.
Just to try to cover more tracks.
Noise.
Just got to be slow enough where no one will notice it going up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that's going to be if you're trying to be subtle about it, that's going to be at target number 10.
Okay, and that's just interface and control.
And control. Yep.
Okay.
Assuming control.
Yes, that's a 13.
Okay. So, I imagine that the thumping soundtrack is getting larger and larger as the rest of you, sneak your way up into the second room or into the second level. Who is taking point on the assault here?
Is this going to be a stealth roll or a different?
This is going to be we're going to just have you inside the facility. If you want to give me so give me a stealth roll.
If it's stealth, I'll lead, but if it's athletics,
well, you
I'll probably
went in
give
with
it over
Stux, didn't you? Or we're all going in together. Okay.
Well, I don't know
if
Boost, you're basically waiting outside to make sure the route is clear.
Yep.
So I'm imagining that it's Jack, Winger, and Trap in the.
So my stealth is only 7, y'all.
Well,
I don't know if I should take point. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, my stealth is 8.
Mine is a 10 and Ethan's is an 11. So
I'm already in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just established that we okay. So yeah, I'll lead, I guess.
Okay, so Pulse, you want to go ahead and make that stealth roll?
Sure thing. I got a 12.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. You hop up into the window, give a couple of looks around. It looks but now that you're in here, you can definitely feel the I think your cyber ears actually are like, would you like us to turn this down? And you're like, yes, please. And and you make your way into the room that Stux pointed out, and there it is on the it's actually set up. It's actually laid down on a couch in there, because it looks like it's because it was just taken a couple hours ago. He hasn't had a chance to set up a display for it. And the other items are all from dead rock stars. Like that piano, that's from John Lennon.
No. That should be in a museum where people can see it.
And the easy chair was apparently Elvis's chair from Graceland.
Sounds sweaty.
And the small items in the display case look to be murder weapons.
Weapons.
Like, this is the gun that shot Duke Fisto. Like, this is the knife that
Creep.
Glamour Gracie used to slit her wrists.
Okay.
That's fucking morbid.
Really fucking morbid.
So we
want to take the guitar, but maybe we engage in some light arson too. Like,
I was thinking the same thing. He stole from me. We're burning everything to the ground, taking everything we can.
Wait, but John Lennon's piano is in here.
Yeah, move it first.
So I'm wondering, is there any sort of security of any kind in this room? Like any sort of lasers or anything?
Or did Stux already take care of all that?
As far as you can tell, Stux has already taken care of that.
Okay.
Feel my awesome power.
I think I hear that over the earpiece, and I'm like, all right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Told you my sister can handle it.
I definitely take.
I think the unicorn horn
We're
on
like,
her
meow,
armored
meow,
leg starts
meow,
wah
meow,
wah
meow.
wah.
I think. Yeah, I definitely grab the. I think I definitely grabbed the Johnny Silverhand guitar and put it on my back.
Okay.
But I can't leave like the piano, and I got to figure out a way. Like the murder weapons, I don't really want to glorify their deaths as much as the art that they created. So like the piano and all that stuff, I can't bear
We
to
can
leave.
always come back.
Fair enough. We know it's here now.
Yeah.
I mean, how are we going to get a piano out the window without
We ain't gonna
nobody
get a piano out
watching?
the window.
So
today.
yeah, I
Is our first season episode going to be the piano mover job? Is that what I'm hearing here?
Maybe.
You
Great, I
created
love
it,
it.
Rob. You created it. It's your
Okay,
fault.
let's take all these weird weapons though, toss them in a bag, and we can dispose of them
Hey,
properly.
Tracy, is there any way you can make like a knockout grenade from chemicals?
Oh, absolutely.
Then let's get the piano.
That's what I'm saying. We just gas everyone downstairs.
Okay.
We break open a
Okay.
window. We get the van underneath the window. We very slowly somehow lower the piano onto the top of the van, strap it down, because that's how we do it, and leave.
That's
in
not
regards
going
to-
to work
Perfect
for
plan.
what we have right now.
In regards to lowering the piano,
Okay. Hold
I
on.
didn't get it.
Like, so you can probably, if you take the hedgehog out of the back of the Komodo, you can fit the piano. Like that seems to be the like focal point
Yeah,
of
that's what I was
this
thinking too.
adjusted. Track, if you want to put together a like a sedative, you can definitely do that. Technically, like that's something that a regular tech is more involved with, but I like this plan and I want to see if it succeeds. So what I want you to do is to give me a paramedic roll.
So technique plus paramedic.
Yes, technique plus paramedic.
Okay.
To start mixing this shit.
We just leave a note on the chair. Keep your stupid fucking chair. We just wanted the piano.
That's a 20.
Holy
Nice.
cow. All right.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. So here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna roll for actually no. Everybody, can they do it? Everybody give me a D10 roll and tell me if you get a 10 or not.
are we adding it to anything?
No, just give me a 10, or if it's a 10 or not.
No.
I did get a 10. Is that bad?
Ha! Oh no.
I think that
nervous.
is bad.
Oh,
God.
shit.
Got an 8.
I
Okay.
got 1.
Okay.
7. Does
So-
the one
He
negate
meant
the
9.
10?
He didn't mean 10.
So I think here's what happens.
Uh-oh.
You so we cut to the downstairs where Two Sons is partying with the Electro Bros. And how do you deploy your knockout gas, Track?
I have smoke bombs, so
Okay.
I think I can just pop an injectable inside.
Okay. So you like kind of unscrew it and fiddle with it, and then just gently roll it down the stairs.
Yeah, well, no, you have to, it has to explode on contact, so I have to chuck it pretty hard.
Okay. Well, you could probably chuck it into the like I'm imagining like this is the kind of living room that has like a sort of a second floor, not a balcony, but like a
Loft.
yeah, loft
Yeah.
kind of space. So you huck it, it pops, and one by one, boom, 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 boom. They all drop.
A boom, boom, boom.
And that
boom.
is why I'm very good at bowling.
Boost, grab the other side of this piano. Let's go.
So who is on the piano that's moving it?
Who's got good body?
Body,
I got 7.
Not me.
My body's 8.
8. Okay.
5.
Jack, grab the other side of this piano.
Okay. I don't know if you want me to with the 10 I rolled, but all
I
right.
mean,
Well,
you know.
Winger and Jack, go ahead and give me a athletics roll.
Athletics.
Oh, so it's Dex?
I'm sorry. I was wrong about that. I thought.
Whew.
Yeah, this is like a body. Hold on.
Oh, I just use my base plus my D10, right? I'm not adding anything to it.
Hold on. That's what I'm looking up.
I don't see any skills that really use body.
Neither do I.
It just says body.
So weird.
Yeah, sadly, there's out of all the skills that are in this game, there's not a piano moving skill.
Who'd have thunk it, man?
Maybe it's concentration.
So actually, if you have athletics, add that to your body skill or to your body attribute and roll that.
Oh.
Okay. I
Okay.
like
Your
that.
athletics level plus body.
Yes.
And then roll?
14.
Hold on.
1 plus 2
I'm assuming
plus 2
just
plus
the
1.
level number, right?
Athletics.
14.
24.
Okay.
Did you add your base?
Yeah.
No,
Maybe-
add just the
Just the
athletics.
level.
The level
Fucking
of the
A.
athletics.
Be more
Level-
clear.
Level plus body.
I literally
roll.
asked that
18.
2 seconds ago. Okay.
Shut up, Tawny. I will. I stop.
18 and 14 is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
So, what happens is, I think Winger, because you're on the front and you're backing up, it's harder for you to maneuver. And you're able to get it out of the museum space onto the loft area. So basically, there's the loft area, the stairs, and then the front door. Those are the 3 things that you have to clear before you get this thing out.
Quick, stupid question. Is it an upright or a baby grand?
Ooh, good.
I'm assuming that it's an upright.
Okay.
I don't want to this is already hard enough, and I also can't imagine. Well, I mean, he might if somebody from the Lennon estate complains.
So
I will
John
let
Lennon
you.
did use Baby Grand in the Imagine video, but he owned an upright piano. for
Yeah,
sure.
I imagine. So it could be either. I trust Tawny to let me know.
In their New York apartment, it was an upright.
Okay.
So if anybody needed to know that.
Nope.
Well, technically we did because I asked the question, so shut up.
So
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
okay. So trying to figure out. So that means that Winger, you're the one who gets shot at.
Oh, great.
No.
That's great. I have some
By
armor. It's
who?
fine.
No. My
Coming
sister.
out of the fog with a hold on a second. Coming out of the fog with a concerto heavy duty pistol is 2 sons. And
What the fuck? Is he immune to poison or something?
well, you see that he had that his nostrils have a slight glow to them, which you recognize as
Filter.
nasal filters.
Mhm.
What a bitch.
Ugh.
Integrated vape pens. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically,
This is bullshit.
True
Go
that.
ahead. Bring it on. My armor is very high.
Yeah, that better be, because mine probably is not.
Can I try and get
Well,
behind?
wait. One thing at a time. Yes, you can try. But first, I think Winger's going to take a hit here.
Gonna get winged.
Do you
I
think
am-
that?
Getting. All right.
Johnny's like, could you reconsider?
Okay.
I swear, I'm sometimes the only person that hears you talk, Ethan.
Oh, probably.
Tawny,
heard
what
it.
is the SP on your armor?
Which one? Head or body? Because they're both
Body.
12.
Okay. So that means that he hit for 12 points, which means that your SP goes down by 1 to 10, and you take 1 hit point of damage.
That ain't bad.
That's a
Yeah.
lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, we're good. I think I no-sell it too. Like it pings off my shoulder and I wink at him.
Okay, now is the time in Sprockets when we roll initiative.
And what is initiative again?
It is reflex plus 1d10.
The reflex.
Come on.
18.
I got a 9.
Oh, mother trucker.
Yeah, I got an 8.
I got an 11.
12.
Winger just got shot.
And she still rolled an 18.
Yeah. The rest of us are like,
Stuck
what's going
behind
on?
the piano.
What happened?
That just means you're bleeding fast.
So now, Winger, if you want to, you can readjust your combat awareness.
I would like to do that. I'm gonna do
While you're doing that, Boost, what was your initiative roll?
12.
Jack?
9.
Ooh. Track?
Oh, that was an 8.
Okay, and Stux.
And Stux. Got an 11.
Stux got 11. Sarah, are you
Yep.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
actually I'm gonna leave my combat awareness where it was. So 1 point to attacks for my precision attack and 1 point to damage from my spot weakness.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am shooting him with my
In the face.
Yeah. So my AK is two-handed, and I'm assuming since I'm still holding a piano, I should do one-handed. So I'm going to do my Cobra Chrome, very heavy pistol, which is going to be a 24.
Okay, that is definitely going to hit him.
All right, that is 4d6 plus 1. Actually, that's a 25 because it was a plus 1 to attack.
Okay. And please tell me if you do roll a 0 on an attack roll, because that is a headshot.
Okay. It was an 8, so.
Okay. What did you roll for damage?
9.
Roll your damage, Heather.
Damn, I rolled 2 1s and a 2. 9. Damn. Okay. Screw you, turquoise dice.
Francis Ford Coppola would like to agree with your screwing of the dice.
So he's got an armor of 7. So that's going to knock that down to 6, and it's also going to give him 3 points of actual damage.
Nice.
So boom, boom, and he like ducks behind a one of the pillars, and
that's instantly after winking at him after he hit me.
Yeah, it's like plink, bang. Then that's going to be Boost.
So if I have 2 heavy pistols, does that mean I get to do dual wield?
So it's funny that you mentioned that. There are technically not rules for dual wielding pistols. However, I think that dual wielding pistols are cool. So do you have auto fire as a skill?
I don't have any levels in it, but my base is a 10.
So if you want to dual wield, you would roll your auto fire skill. So you would basically just be rolling your base dex, but you would get to, because I'm assuming that I'm basically letting you use the auto fire rules if you're two gunning it, because if you're two gunning it, you're not like carefully shooting. You are bang, 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 bang. So let me pull up the auto fire rules here. And I believe what it means is you spend 5 bullets. Let's see here. Yeah, you spend hold on. Sorry, folks. I suspect that you're going to win this shootout, but I want to make sure that we run it right.
So heads up, I'm starting to feel kind of nauseous.
Okay. We are.
I think we're almost done too.
Almost done. Like
Yeah,
once you guys get the piano out, you guys will be done.
Okay.
Um.
I think it's because of the soft boxes.
Yeah. So basically, you use 5 bullets in each gun, and you are aiming for a target of 15 to hit. But if you hit, you roll the damage of the weapon, and you if you beat that target number, if you beat it, basically if you'll hit on a 15. If you hit a 17, you get to double the damage.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Okay. Then you still have luck left over, right?
I got 2 points of it. I got a 14.
Ooh. So you want to spend? So if you spend those 2,
I'll spend those 2.
Okay. Well, that actually only need to spend 1. Because you have to hit a 17 to double it, and you only get to a 16. But still roll the damage.
Of 1 gun or?
Still just 1 gun.
Okay. That is an 11.
Okay.
Nice.
So his armor was at
6. I thought.
Do I want to do this?
Yes. Maybe. No. Yes.
Probably not.
So if you do a critical injury, the way that you determine whether or not you do a critical injury is if you hit 2 or more 6s on a damage roll. Now, in theory, you should only be able to spend luck on an attack roll. But I'm wondering if you can spend that last point of luck to inflict a critical injury on him. I think let's do that, because this way we get to play with the critical injury chart here.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll a 2d6.
It's a 6 and a 1.
So 7. Okay. So what happens is you let off your fury of two-fisted badassery. Boom, 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 boom. And you hit him, and he staggers back, but what really screws him up is the mirror that is on the wall next to him shatters, and a giant piece of glass wedges itself into his face.
Ooh!
And he like drops to his knees like, oh shit, oh! And that gives the rest of the crew enough of an opening to wheel out the piano and burn away into the night. Does Stux have a pithy thing she wants to say?
Why don't you have a volume control? You're all leaky and screamy. Just leaves disgusted.
Right. So we cut to the wrecked up storefront of Destronics. I'm assuming you're giving him the guitar back, or are you keeping it?
Oh, I am, but I'm definitely like that thing where I'm like not letting go at first.
No, it's okay, Jack. you can come and play it anytime you want to.
Oh, okay.
You gonna make it, buddy?
How's your head?
I don't know.
Better. I thought you were just going to take the guitar and sell it. I'm
Des.
Who
Des.
the hell would
Baby.
sell this?
You know us better than that. Okay,
do
other
it.
than Boost. Other
yeah,
than Boost.
like Des is like, Boost would, but that's okay. I would expect him to.
It better be selling it to me.
You could probably.
okay.
I mean, he could probably buy a war rig with what he could get for this.
Wow. Can we get a war rig boost?
No.
I want the guitar.
Take it back, and then we can get it.
I don't want to give up the guitar.
Y'all.
Let it go.
But
I mean,
let it go.
I mean, you do have that, and he gestures to the Camino with the piano set up in the back of it.
Right. Yes. What do we do with this piano, y'all?
Start a
I don't
band.
know, 'cause there's a couple of buyers.
I have
could
a
let
high
them know.
trading skill.
Yeah.
To the night market.
To the night market. And with that, we end our run through Cyberpunk Red and the adventure entitled The Silverhand Gibson. We would like to thank you all for coming out and watching our show. Normally we go on to do an after piece, but we're just going to wrap it up with this episode here because we are very tightly packed to try to get this thing in play. I would also like to thank our alumna Danielle for joining us once again and bringing some severe German humor into our cyberpunk experience.
Listen, anytime you need severe German humor, just call.
So, and as this is our season finale, we would like to thank everybody who has checked us out this year. It's been a hell of a year for so many people, and we are very happy that we have fans who keep coming back to watch our shows, and we and it drives us in a way that like I look forward to taping with these weirdos every time because we're all friends. This is a chance for us to get together and pretend with each other for a little while, and it amuses us. We hope it amuses you, and we'd like to thank you all, and we hope that you tune in once we start our new season next year, because we're going to be changing a couple of things to take advantage of this unfortunate remote format that we are doing, but we think it's going to be for the better. We think it's going to be interesting, and we hope that you come with us. If you enjoyed Cyberpunk Red, either edition, please be sure to tell us and let us know, because that's going to influence whether we decide to do a full show of it or not. Also, subscribe to our
YouTube.
Subscribe to our podcast. And if you really want to show your love for us, please become a friend of Pat Rayon, and that way you'll get a chance to access this stuff first.
And you'll get to chat with us.
And you get to chat with us. Like we started a conservation club essentially for like a couple of weeks. And like
you'll also understand Sarah's Francis Ford Coppola impersonation.
Also, if you are a
Francis Ford
podcast
Coppola.
listener and you have a YouTube login, just subscribe to us there and ignore it,
anyways. Yeah, just do it.
Mhm.
because we need
Don't let your
subscribers
dreams be
there in
dreams.
order to start getting.
And if you love podcasts that talk about games, don't forget Romancing the Game, which is from Tawny, Sarah, and Jordan, where they talk about all the different BioWare romance options.
It's not just BioWare.
Yeah, that's just BioWare.
I was going to
but
say,
currently it's BioWare.
2077 is supposed to have romance options, so that
Well,
might
we're
be
gonna talk about it.
a hot topic there.
Wait a minute, Keanu's likeness romance options?
I don't know.
You have to find out.
The theory is that he is basically supposed to be like a ghost in the machine kind of a thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you know on November 19th.
I was going to say I'm pretty sure that there's a very significant amount of the fan base who's going to zoom in as hard as possible and try to make that happen.
Oh yeah.
It
There might
seems
be a
like
fight in this household.
it seems like if you're going to have him in the game, why wouldn't you press X to make out with them. So,
Yeah, not to be weird, but I'd do it.
yeah, no. I'd hit that cyber ghost. So, thank you all for coming out to Cyberpunk Red. So, for Theater of the Mind players, we are
Tawny P. Thompson,
Ethan Eichstedt Anderson,
Danielle Bryn.
Tony Cheek.
And Sarah Babe.
and as always, our Lord of the Board,
Brad Davies.
from all of us here at Theater of the Mind players. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Wear your mask.
please wear a mask.
Black Lives Matter. Give you a cyber hug and just repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax. We'll see you next year, everybody.